Good morning, everybody. Today is day 127 on the AT. Nomiles just dropped me off here back at 17. I'll hike over to 4 and he's gonna pick me up, go back into Rangeley. Pretty sweet deal. He's been really good to me. He and PTL and all these guys, and Sprinter, they've just been, it's been incredible this trip, how much trail magic I've gotten. So thankful for them and people like them that are good to me and other hikers. I've got my rain suit on. It was raining all the way up here, and it's going to be hopefully a quick hike today. He said this trail's pretty easy. I don't remember it. I'm actually trying to find it, but the way he talked, it was I should be able to do it pretty quickly. This last section was tough yesterday. Man, it was just so slow there, the trail. Got to cross this highway, cross this rail. So let me get up here and I'll give you some more. Okay, I got the first climb over with. I'm kind of being quiet, hoping to see a moose. Nomiles told me this is a good moose section, but I wanted you to see that there's been trail maintenance in here. It's been not much trail maintenance since I came into Maine, but this has been redone recently. These boards are new. These are logs, not boards. They've been split and brought in here, placed for walk boards. Very, very nice. Much better than everything else I've come across in Maine so far. Thank you, trail maintainers. Thanks for those volunteers who come in here and want to make this trail a good hike. There's, that last section that I hiked yesterday, lots of trees down, lots of bad boards. Most of the time you'd just rather walk into water than try to walk on the boards because you're afraid you slip, fall, break. You have to decide, okay, which way do I need to go here? And of course I'm in Maine, so the routes are gonna be like this the rest of the way. Routes are tough in Maine. You see any moose? I need to be quiet, don't I? So, once again, somebody's in front of me, so that's kind of messing me up. I see their footprints. I got started fairly early this morning too. They must have been at the Bemis shelter on the other side of the road. It's pretty fresh. Maybe two people. Let me get on this board. They pulled it up here, but they hadn't put the new ones down yet. Mike's a big hunter. We talked a lot of hunting stuff. He knows all about these woods from hunting them over the years. Been living here most of his life. He's lived in Maine all his life. Loves to hunt. So do I. Even though I've done less and less of it in the last few years. It's good wood here. I think this is called Long Pond. This flows into a much bigger pond back over there somewhere. boats and stuff over there. This is more of that big long pond. I'm moved a good ways on down. I would not want to be out there on a day like today. It has rained and rained and rained. Not hard, just a light rain. He wants to fish bad, I guess. I guess you only get so many days in the summertime here. You take advantage of daylight, huh? That's what I just came down. This is where I'm headed. This today is the section I'm hiking where the lady who was through hiking, I think it was in 2006, 2007, 8, somewhere in there. And I'll have to look it up and give you the information. But this is the section where the lady, unfortunately, had been hiking with somebody up to a certain point, and then they had to go home, and so she was by herself, and her husband was helping hike her. And he would drop her off, and she would do a section, and she'd pick her up, but she was through hiking. But she went off somewhere through here in the woods and used the bathroom and got lost and couldn't find the trail. And they looked, that's not good. I think that was an accident because it's got energy. I'll pick it up. It looks like today's drop too. Anyway, the lady got lost, and she had her tent and everything. She set up her tent and stayed in the woods, and they looked for her, and they did a search with dogs, months long. Finally gave up. Well, she starved to death. Right in here somewhere. This is before Far Out, before you could use Far Out. And you got a GPS on your phones. Somebody told me she had a Garmin. The Garmins were bigger then, they were heavy. I have an old Garmin that's big and heavy, and somebody told her you don't need a Garmin. But she kept a diary every day, and they actually didn't find her tent and body for a couple of years, and then somebody found it up in here somewhere. She had gotten a long way from the trail, trying to find the trail at first, and then realized she couldn't find it, so she stopped and set up, ate all her food, starved to death. Pretty sad. This is not easy hiking this trail, and you need to be as prepared as you can be, physically, mentally, and in a lot of cases with technology, you take advantage of technology as best you can. I've grown up in the woods. I didn't grow up in the mountains, but I've grown up spending my life tromping through the woods. I've probably been lost a couple of times in my life in the woods, and that lasted a very short period of time. Now, I have a wife who can get lost very easily in the woods. It scares me to let her get off trail or anything like that. And I know that not everybody has that sense of direction or has the ability to figure it out. It's just Sometimes it either comes from experience or sometimes I think it's innate sometimes too. Feel sorry for this lady though and her family. She was loving hiking, I'm sure. Loving being out here, and it was an experience she was enjoying. And it ended in tragedy. I'll put her name. You can Google it if you want to. Is that a loon? I think I just heard a loon on that long pond. Almost sounded like an elk bugling. I don't know what that is. It's not a loon. That's what it was. He just dived. I don't know if that's a loon or what. Let's see if I can catch him come back up. I don't know how long they can stay under. That dude can hold his breath a long time. I waited and waited and he never came back up. Where he went. See if he's back out now. Nope. Oh man, here comes the rain again. We gotta keep rolling. This is the Sabbath day shelter. It's a big shelter, but it's still one of these with the gap. And the platform's small, but it's wide. It'll hold probably 8 people if you stack them in there. I talked to Bad Mom a couple of days ago. I should have already told you, but her dad had not started her treatments yet for prostate cancer, and they were trying to figure out the best route and the best treatments for him, I think, still, and they were doing, you know how sometimes it can be, getting the best advice from the best doctors and the best line of treatment. So they were still working on that when I talked to her, but it sounded like that he was probably going to start treatments very, very soon. So be praying for Bad Mom's dad. He has prostate cancer and 80 years old, but in very good condition, very good health, very strong. So she expects him to do well with the treatments. So let's pray for them. And she's coming along. She may catch me. She was there fast, so we'll see. And I have slowed way down, obviously. So we will just keep pushing on and keep praying for some of these folks who need our prayers. All right. I took a little break here, ate some nabs, and nabs, y'all don't know what nabs are. A lot of you don't. Some of you do, but nabs are the little peanut butter crackers. We call them that in Mississippi. And in Mississippi, we would never call that a pond. That's a lake. I don't know why they call it a pond, a long pond. Of course, we never would have named Lake Michigan a lake either, would we? It's an ocean, a sea. All right, talk to you later. It hadn't rained in 30, 45 minutes. I don't know how to act. Still got my rain suit on. My feet are thoroughly soaked. I got a couple more miles to go, probably a mile and a half to go. All right, 13 miles and we're done. Nomiles is here. Ready to take me back in the range. This is main highway number 4. I'll be starting here again tomorrow, headed out. It's good to be with Nomiles with Mike, and he's been really good to me and a lot of other hikers too. This is my first experience with him and getting to know him and getting to see him. But he's been doing this for a while. Mike, when did you start doing trail magic?
This is my 7th year.
Wow.
Started in 2020.
What motivated you to start helping hikers doing trail magic?
Well, being from Maine, I knew where the trail was, but that was about it. So in 2019, I caught Dixie's video of her whole trip, which intrigued me to watch her channel, and then kind of snowballed from there.
Wow. Who are some people like that, well-known hikers that you've helped through the years?
Well, I've helped Hawk several times. He's on his way. He'll be my next hiker for this year. I've helped
Hawk. What's Hawk doing? What's he known for?
This is his 8th. This is his 9th trip. He's hoping to yo-yo, so he'll have the record this year.
He's hiked the AT 9 times. He's on the 9th time now.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And 2 years ago, I helped Tara and her support crew when she set the fastest known time.
Tara Tricks.
Yep. Yeah. I've helped Skittles. She's a Triple Crown hiker. Stella, another big hiker I've helped a couple times.
Stella hiked at 23 while I was hiking.
Yeah. Giselle, Sarah Baker, she set the fastest no time last year for self-supported women northbound.
Wow.
I've hooked up with Christian Morgan.
Oh.
And actually he left last night to try again for self-supported hike. Let's see. I've met Iceman, I've got his name. I've got a hat with all the signatures on it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to have Big T sign it.
Yeah, I'll be glad to.
Last year, big hiker, I had Peg Leg. She's the first woman to hike over 10,000 miles in a year. And I've got Unhinged Hiker and Lola Sparkle. They're both attempting that this year too. I've had Sparkle, and I will have hooked up with Unhinged and Ricochet this year.
Ricochet, I met Ricochet in Georgia on this when we first getting started. He was putting, and also Sheepdog helped him some too when he came through Tennessee.
Yeah, I helped Sheepdog too in the past.
Oh.
Yeah, she got hurt over here in Carrabassett Valley.
Wow.
She hung up in the hostel in Maine.
Oh boy, I'll have to. She'll be watching this. She watches my channel.
Yeah.
Well, that is really cool. Hard-boiled egg. He had that in the ice chest. He had some Gatorade, Cracker Barrel cheese. I love Cracker Barrel cheese. It's really good. He just got all kinds of stuff. He's got just resupply after resupply items, and not to mention, he bought my steak last night and my milkshake. Mike's a great guy. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, more than welcome. That's what I do. I enjoy it. And if my hikers come here, they can leave their credit card at home.
Yeah, you treated me well, that's for sure. That's for sure. Thank you.